Hi, I'm Sarah here from SlashFood.com, and I'm on the chopping block. So today we're at the Food Network Kitchens with Guarnaschelli and Ted Allen of the first season ever of Chopped All-Stars.
I'm just sitting here making pizza,
what are
by
you
the
doing
way.
Yeah, what do you got?
Alex?
You've got some lemon zest going on, some ricotta cheese.
Now we're making a pizza.
Right, I just popped a pizza around in the oven, some homemade pizza dough. This is just a little springtime recipe that you will not find in a chop basket.
No, it's too delicious and too straightforwardly good. No gummy bears, no squid heads.
There's no live duck that's going to drop from the ceiling.
Okay, they've got an all-star cast lined up of very popular Food Network personalities. Can you guys tell us who you've got lined up for us?
Notice how we get really tight-lipped and quiet now?
Well, we kept it a secret for so long. It's a 5-part series with 4 basically playoffs and then a finale. And in the first episode, it's fan favorites from next Food Network star competing against each other. In the second one, it's big Food Network stars like Anne Burrell. So Anne, I'm sorry to bring up Chopped All-Stars, but how was that pressure like for you? Because that was a different kind of scenario.
It was like Iron Chef times like 1,000, and it was
With half the food?
with half the food and half the people. You know what I mean? It was like you look at yourself in the mirror and that's all you got. Like, you know, and nobody else to blame. Like, you know, if you do well, hey. If you screw up, hey, bummer. There's this moment of paralyzing fear when you open the basket and you're like, oh my God, what in the heck am I gonna do with all this stuff?
You guys were amazing.
I would say though, it was really, I had a really fun time with it. Far more fun than I thought I was going to. Like the challenges themselves, like once you just start cooking and you do and trust what you know, it's a blast.
That's a really hard thing to do. Also, there's a bar by the studio that's apparently doing a bang-up business.
Yeah, the liquor's cheap, but plentiful.
It was really hard to judge your fellow judges. I mean, 3 of the judges were sitting while 4 of the judges were cooking, and we're all looking at each other like, are we still gonna get a beer after, guys?
Exactly.
Oh, no.
How can we chop our own Sanchez? How can we chop any of these people? You're worrying about this stuff.
You know, that's a big question, I think, with Chop. They ask do the judges always agree and get along and stuff like that?
No.
Don't. The level of competition is so much higher than it's ever been because all these people, they know how to cook.
Stakes are higher. These are charities. It's their passion.
$50,000 for the winner's charity.
Yeah, I mean, that's life-changing money, and I think that's really important to point out about it, you know?
I smell that lemon zest and that beautiful olive oil. It smells so bright and fresh smell.
I can smell the basil all the way from here.
Now, the idea behind this is sort of the first things of spring, and I think we associate that with herbs. The reason I chose ricotta and Parmesan cheese is because I think ricotta has a certain sweetness, naturally.
And so do the scallions.
Yes, and then, you know, that little fresh, and then we'll just pop this in the oven for a second, just to let it kind of go, and kind of wilt and kind of come together.
Does it make that noise? Like,
You can actually hear that.
Is that like a...
And so you can see,
oh, look at that.
Goodness.
Yum!
Definitely.
Are we
This
gonna
is
eat this?
simple and gorgeous.
Do you want to eat it? Let's
Yeah,
throw it down.
let's take
Why
a
not?
bite.
Tough job.